Namaste. Okay, so with a few additional notes, let me begin our exposition of detachment. This practice will be about detachment, and in Sanskrit that word is Vairagya. This word means detachment from a materialistic centered life. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna admonishes us to surrender the fruits of our actions, because actually all actions are attributable to God. So we're not the doer. We have this responsibility of inner renunciation as a means for liberation while still fulfilling our dharma. So, without craving personal rewards like wealth or fame. Vairagya entails letting go of pride and ego, aversion, inferiority or superiority, falsehoods or fear. Vairagya can be achieved by learning to discriminate between the essential and non-essential. So, a form of simplicity, really, with discrimination, so we have a full perspective. And practice the right thought, speech, and action. And we see the impermanence of embodiment. Non-attachment can arise more naturally. Now, let's invoke spirit with some reverence to create this sacred space and time. Breathing with non-attachment. We offer Pushpanjali Mudra with the palms open, tipping forward as this full-hearted offering. Detachment from the fruits of our actions, whether they be for reward, personal reward, or not. Okay. Now to come into crocodile pose. We're going to lay face down. Open the legs and stack the forearms in front of the chest. Not too far in front, but you can pull down and back through the elbows to keep the shoulders, the back of the shoulders expanded, and no pinching in the back of the neck. And you're just feeling the breath flow in and out with complete breaths in, and the diaphragm meets some resistance against the floor, and the lower ribs, floating ribs, and the back of the rib cage are expanding. Now combine this with Ashwini Mudra, the horse mudra. So with each exhalation, clench the buttocks, tighten anus, and relax the muscles on the inhale. Then bring the hands to either side of the chest, the legs together for cobra pose. Pull back through the elbows, lift up with the chest, and lengthen through the lower back. Lengthen the back of the neck with gaze down. And then do a little twisting from side to side, twisting and rocking the hips, looking back. Good, that's perfect. And then lower the chest. Good. Bring the hands behind the back, clasping the fingers together in Yoga Mudra. And lift the shoulders and draw the knuckles down towards the feet, arching the back, strengthening. Another deep breath in and release down, chin to the side. Relaxing the back and the hips. And just breathing full breaths. Now with a half frog pose, bring the right forearm in front, bend the left knee, and then reach back to bind the left hand to the left foot and draw that left heel down in towards the hip. Okay. Feeling that stretch in the quadricep, and then release and switch sides, getting deep into the psoas muscle. And we switch right hand to right foot. And release that side. Push up to table pose. And curl the toes under. Press back to downward dog. Just to walk the knees some here. Moving around in the hips, and the shoulders, and the back. Any intuitive movement you feel would be right to loosen up. Good. And lower the knees. And tuck the chin, elbows down, the crown of the head down. Stretch the back of the neck. And rabbit pose. On the exhale, lift the hips forward. And inhale, rock the hips back towards the heels. Just gently massaging crown of the head. Release, lifting up to table pose. Twisting child's pose. Right arm thread underneath. And tuck the right shoulder under. Press down through the back of that arm. Stretching the outside of the shoulder, neck. And now switch, lift the right shoulder up and thread the left arm underneath, tucking the left shoulder under. And flow with your breath. And lift up and back to table pose. Good. Again, sit to the heels. Lift up the hips to camel pose. And hold the back of the waist. Now draw the shoulders back, elbows behind. And activate through the lower back, chain of muscles, all the way down to the tops of the feet. To boost the chest up to the sky and keep the hips pressing forward. Staying with hands on the hips or lower the hands to the heels if that's an option. for you. Just do what's right for you. Surrendering any ego that might be tricking you into going too far in a pose. So maybe just hold one heel. Okay. And relax. Hands down in front. And hips back to the heels. To hero pose. Rest hands on the thighs or on the feet. To draw the shoulders back and down. Navel in. And again, without attachment to, a final pose, you can stay upright or you can recline, going back part way. And just listening to your body without ego to find the optimal stretch for you today. Now, come up when you're finished to table pose again. And we'll press back to downward dog. Inhale, soften the knees and shoulders. And exhale, lengthen the arms, straighten the knees, stretch through the spine. So you're pulsing a little with each breath. Softening and sensing on the inhale, and then lengthening and strengthening with the exhale. Now, three-legged dog, we'll lift the right leg. Bend the right knee and swing it forward for pigeon. The right knee behind the right wrist, the right shin at a diagonal. Then walk the left knee back to lower the hips. But stay balanced, the hips level, core firm, strong. Come forward if you choose to fold over the right hip. Good. Lifting back up, we'll switch sides. Step the right foot back to downward dog. Take a few breaths, synchronizing the breath and the pose. And then to three-legged dog, we'll lift the left leg up. Nice, good. Doing very well. Now swing the left knee forward to pigeon. Ekapada Rajakapotasana. Lower the hips, align the pelvis, back, the shoulders, and then slowly deepen that stretch in the hips, bringing the elbows down or the head down without sacrificing the breath. Letting go of any ego that's trying to dictate what the pose should look like. You can feel when the pose is right. So trust your body to tell you if you're pushing too hard in a pose. If you're recovering from an injury or an illness, you don't want to push your body beyond its limits. Now we'll lift up again and go back to our down dog. Get some circulation in the knees. And then step the right foot forward to lunge. Lower the left knee down. Right. We'll keep the left hand on the mat, open the right arm, twist to the right side. Draw the shoulder blades down and into the back. Open the throat, look up. And lower the right hand, bring it to the inside of that right leg. Inhale, lengthen the arms, straighten the neck. And on the exhale, bend the elbows, tighten the tummy, stretch that inner thigh, hip, pulsing up on the inhale, down on the exhale. Some yogis may go down to where their elbows touch, or one does anyway. You can also add blocks under the hands or elbows. All right. Now lifting up to a straight back, bend the back knee, and open the right arm behind. You can just keep that arm back or bind the right hand to the back foot. So this is a twist, and chest opener, and a thigh stretch all together. Now release that carefully, back down. So we'll switch legs, step the right foot back, and then step the left foot forward. Lower the right knee down. Engage muscular energy. Press down through the legs. Press down through the right hand and open the left arm. And gaze up to that side. Good. Nice. And lower the left hand, bring it to the inside of the knee. You can widen the left foot to the side. Give your back a chance to lengthen on the inhale. And then bend the elbows as you exhale. Tighten the inner thighs. And give your body plenty of breath, plenty of time to sense where it needs to go. Feel the stretch. And that may be changing over time. You might experiment with elbows on the mat or on the blocks and just see if that's too much. And without attachment to what that pose final version should look like, continue to sense and modify, to realign. And listen to your body. Now lift up to a straight back. Keep the right hand down and twist to the left with the left arm reaching behind. That's fine to stay there, or bend the back knee and bind left hand to right foot. Pulling that right heel in towards the hip. Buttocks, open the chest. Good. You can release that also. Come back to downward dog for a moment. And now, gain that synchronicity of breath and pose. Inhale, look up, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees. Now step or hop forward. And then exhale, fold. Bend the knees, inhale, press the feet down, lift the arms, and lengthen the legs as you grow tall, and rest the arms as you relax. All right, I'm going to start with Warrior One. Stepping the right foot back, bending the left knee, widening the feet so you have a lot of balance laterally. Then we'll open the arms up. Press down through the back heel, lift up through the thumbs and lengthen on the inhale. And then connect to source with the exhale, strengthening the core, the legs, hips. Nice. Relax, lower the arms, and we'll come forward into pyramid pose. So you can walk the hands down the front leg, or some people will clasp hands behind the back in Yoga Mudra, or reverse prayer. So do what feels right to you. Give your body whatever support it needs. Blocks under the hands, hands on the shin. And the breath can be free to fill the lungs completely and to empty all the old air on the exhale. Great. Release, step the right foot forward. Inhale, hands to knees. Then exhale and fold over straight legs. Step the left foot back and bend the right knee. Adjust the feet so they feel very comfortable and stable. The back toes angle forward so you have the left hip facing forward. From the power of the legs pressing down provides stability. The breath gives you the freedom to lift your heart. Let your spirit soar without entanglement in the fruits of our actions. We fulfill our dharma, whether it benefits us or not. Now, resting the arms, we'll start folding forward. Come into pyramid, Parsvottanasana. Gradually hinging forward over that right hip. Squeeze the kneecap, lifting that right thigh bone back and into the hip socket. Pulling the navel up and away from that right thigh gives you more clearance to come forward. You can always soften the knee on the inhale and fine-tune your alignment. Go deeper on the exhale by lengthening the legs, straightening the knees. Fabulous. Step the left foot forward. Inhale, hands to knees. And exhale, fold. Uttanasana. Now, I'm going to stand up again. Lift up the arms. And the palms touch. Draw them down to the heart center. And continue pressing palms into one another, squeezing the shoulder blades to the spine, pulling the navel in. Now shifting weight to the left side, balancing on the left leg, toe touch with the right foot, and turn the right knee out 90 degrees. Fix your gaze at one spot in front of you, and then with balance on the left leg, lift the right foot and press it against the inner left leg. Keep pressing the palms together. The core is working. The spine is tall and straight, so the shoulders stay back. The options are endless if you choose to open the arms. And let your branches grow, your leaves open, blossoms. Now, rest so the side can switch. And press the palms together to start. Draw the shoulder blades in, draw the navel in. Press down through that right leg, and then toe touch with the left foot. Fix your gaze at one spot, and carefully balance on that right leg with the left foot against the inner calf or thigh. Try any variation that you wish. And if it's not working, don't be attached to that outcome. Give yourself more opportunities. Okay, we'll shake that out. And turn to the side for wide leg forward fold. The feet should be parallel. You can start gradually with hands on the knees, folding forward and keeping the shoulders back. Now lift up the kneecaps, hug in with the shins, and rest hands on the floor underneath your shoulders. Inhale, spine straight, and exhale, tighten the tummy. Press down through the feet and hands, and we fold gradually with the exhale. Feel the balance between the balls of your feet and the heels, and bring your weight right over the center of the feet. Good. That's it. Perfect job. Good, everyone. Okay, we're going to walk the hands to the left corner and pivot the left toes out. So it's a sort of a lunge to this left side. All right, now bring the left elbow up on top of the left knee. Draw the right arm up to the sky and angle the right arm over the right ear. This is Parshvakonasana, the side angle. Good job. And lower the hands back down to the mat. And turn to the second side. Pivot left toes in, right toes out. And keep walking the hands to that right hand corner. Deepening the hips. Lifting the shoulders. While the chest scoops down towards the mat. Alright, now bring the right elbow on top of the right knee, the left arm up to the sky, and over the left ear. Pressing down through the soles of the feet, tucking that right hip under and pulling the navel to the spine. Gives you the power to root down through the legs. And breathe complete breaths. Fabulous. Good, everyone. Lower the hands down And walk them to the center. And fold once again, head to the mat. And lift up when you're ready to stand again, straight up. We get to sit down. And then open the legs wide apart. Move the sitting bones back and apart. Spiral the inner thighs down. Flex the ankles. Inhale, sit up tall. Shoulders back. And exhale, engage quadriceps, abdomen, and fold forward. Give yourself permission to expand up again on the inhale. Find best alignment that you can. Melt forward on the exhale. Taking complete breaths in and complete breaths out. And no attachment to a certain, picture perfect pose. This isn't a photo shoot for Yoga Journal. You're just here for your own benefit. Now lift up to a straight back. Turn towards the left leg. And then begin to fold over the left hip towards the left leg. Pulsing up and out on the inhalation and down on the exhalation. Now, please switch to the second side. Turn towards the right leg. Lengthen on the inhale. And fold on the exhale. And one side may be different than this other. Now, lift up again to the center. Lift up the backs of the knees. And with feet wide apart, just twist the knees to the left side for a breath. And then to the right for a breath there. Good. And then go back to the first side. And keep turning, twisting, the right hand reaching around, face the back of the mat, bending the elbows, lower the chest. And switch and lift up, turn the knees to the right. And keep twisting to the right, the left hand reaching around to the back of the mat. And the elbows bend to lower the chest. And lift up to the center. And lift up the knees. Now bring the right heel underneath and back towards the left hip. Hug the left knee into the chest. The foot can be inside or outside. If you find that you're losing balance and when it's crossed over to the outside, maybe that's your ego telling you to do that. If you can keep both sitting bones grounded there on the mat, then you've got the best foundation. Twist around to the left side, hooking the elbow in front or outside the knee. And with your breath, gently twist to the left, getting taller on the inhalation and twisting deeper with the exhale. Now I'll switch sides and cross, lift up the right knee, thread the left heel back and underneath, and hug the right knee to the chest. And you can have props to help you sit up by sitting up on the edge of a blanket. Draw the lower back in. And wrap that left elbow in front of the knee and start twisting around to the right side. Very good. Inhale, lift up with the crown. And exhale, twist from the navel, drawing in. Good, great. Unwind, back to the center, lift up both knees, and place hands behind the hips. Tuck the shoulder blades in and press the feet and hands down. You're lifting the sides of the hips up into upward table. Very good. Take one more breath, lifting to your max, and then lower the buttocks down. And take a easy seated pose, ankles crossed. All right, we have pranayama called Viloma pranayama. And this is the three-part inhale. So we break the inhale into three sections with a slight pause between each part. And then once the lungs have filled, then the exhalation empties the lungs from top to bottom. So let's try together for the first round. Inhale part way, pause, inhale some more, pause, inhale to your capacity, pause at the top of the inhale, and then exhale from top to bottom, squeezing out every ounce of air. And start again, continuing at your own pace for your own capacity. Sitting tall, the shoulders back. And then finish with complete breaths without pause, inhaling fully, fill the lungs, and exhaling fully, empty the lungs. Now we'll recline onto the back, starting our finish. So lay back on your spine. Lengthen the legs, and then lift the right leg up to the sky, hold the back of the thigh, or loop a strap over the foot. Inhale, tuck the shoulder blades under the back, and on the exhale, straighten the knee and stretch that hamstring, calf. And over a series of breaths, you may be able to climb the hands up towards the ankle more, or shorten the strap. Or some yogis bind the big toe, but again, that's not something you have to do. Just because someone else does it doesn't mean you have to. Now open the right leg to the right side. And you just support the outside of that leg, or hold the strap, or whatever works. Okay, and then bend the right knee, press the right foot into the mat. Lift up the right hip, tuck the left hip under, and roll over onto your left side. Now the right knee is going to cross over, so your left hand can reach. But instead of your left hand on the knee pulling down, lift your left hand up to the top of the thigh, and then press away with that left hand. So you get more space in the right side of the waist. And the pelvis is more neutral. Looking over the right shoulder. And the left hand is pressing down on that right thigh, lengthening the right side of the waist. Good. Now switch. Lay flat on the back. Straighten the right leg. Straighten the spine. Then lift up the left leg. Hold the back of the left thigh. Or put a strap looped over the foot. Inhale. Tuck the shoulders under. Align the back, the neck. And with the exhale, straighten the knee. Feel the stretch in that hamstring. Back off on the inhale, let the arms lengthen, and then explore a deeper stretch with the next breath, and the next breath, without attachment or expectations. Detach yourself from the fruits of the action, because you're not the doer. Fulfilling your dharma is its own reward. Now open the left leg to the side. Stretching it out. While keeping that right leg down and the right hip from lifting. Okay, now bend the left knee. Press the left foot into the mat. Swing that right hip underneath and start to roll over onto your right side, crossing the left knee over towards the right hand and looking over your left shoulder. Now bring the right hand up to the top of the thigh, press down and away with that right hand. Breathe into that space created in the left side of the waist and back of the sacrum. And release onto your back, flat once more, with both knees lifted. Okay, we're going to hug the knees to the chest. You can do a little rocking chair, going back and forth, or rock it side to side, make circles, whatever fun idea comes to mind. And then stop rocking. Press the feet into the mat. Lift the buttocks an inch up and slide the backs of the hands under the buttocks. And sit on the back of the hands so you can lift the legs and invert both legs. A nice gentle inversion. If your body senses a deeper inversion would be more beneficial, you can lift the hips, tilt the legs over the head into plow. When you're finished, bend the knees, hold the ankles or the feet, and roll the back down for happy baby. Ananda Balasana. Pulling the knees in towards the armpits will help open the hips, pelvis. But you can add any movement you desire. Letting your inner child play a little. And when you're finished, you can set the feet down. Stretch out the legs. Then cup the hands around or under the buttocks for fish pose. Press the elbows down, lift the chest up, and then tilt the head back. The crown of the head just floating, barely grazing the floor behind you. So we're squeezing the shoulder blades in and lifting the chest up and arching the lower back. Matsyasana. Okay. Now, tilt the chin down, roll the back down, release the hands, and then lift the arms up over the head. Take a full body stretch, spreading the fingers, palms, toes, feet, moving every which way to get that last delicious stretch in the arms and legs, the hips and shoulders, and the back, neck, mouth, and tongue. When you're finished stretching, you're going to prepare for Shavasana, bringing the arms by your side and the palms face up. Putting on any additional clothing, props to stay comfortable, warm, and relaxed while I dim the lights. So now feel free to relax and rest. Give your body permission to be still wherever you're most comfortable. Trustfully surrender to the floor as it holds you now, safe and secure. Melt away any tension in the face, mouth, or jaw. Invite your shoulders and arms to rest, release, and let go now. You don't have to do anything more. You can relax your chest and back. You can relax your stomach and hips. You can relax your legs. You can relax your feet, toes. So it's written that Vairagya has 4 stages. The first stage, yatamana, refers to the efforts to lead the mind away from sensual pleasures. Vairagya is the second stage, meaning logical discontinuance, the stage that makes you aware of your level of Vairagya towards certain objects. The third stage, ekandriya, is the stage in which the senses remain subdued with the mind having attachment or aversion to an object. And the final stage, vasiraya, the highest stage in which there does not exist any temptation towards objects. There are no likes or aversions. And this is when self-realization and spiritual supremacy become possible. And this sense of Vairagya is embodied in Karma Yoga, the path of selfless action. Selfless action frees you from the cycle of rebirth, reincarnation. Sahana vavatu, sahano bhunaktu, sahaviryam karvavahe, tejasvinanaditamastu, ma vidvishavahe. In the translation, Lord, may we be protected together. May we be nourished together. May we give strength to one another. And may there be no jealousy among us. Let there be peace, peace, peace. Now, start to deepen your breath, and so that you can awaken your body to movement, a little in the fingers, and the head, and the mouth, and all through your body, awakening, stretching, and rolling over to your side. Your mind is awake and conscious. You can rise up again to sit cross-legged. Ready to conclude our practice of detachment, this inner renunciation, while still fulfilling our dharma, our duty, our purpose, our truth, to be our true selves. I bow to that essence of truth in each of you. Namaste.
Namaste.